This is the Infinity Summit Group. Truth, passion, success.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Infinity Summit Group podcast. Today is March 7th, 2022. That was a lot of T's.
Yes.
Today we're going to be talking a lot about our financial shortcomings and investments we've made that didn't pan out the way we thought, places we've lost money. You know, this is the stuff you guys really want to hear, like, okay, what not to do, and then you can go from there and figure out what to do. So we'll jump right into it. I'm Noah.
Xavier.
Logan.
Jesse.
And welcome back, everybody. So, first and foremost, we'll just kind of go, I figure we go chronologically and just start from our earliest investments, kind of what we can think of, what we've lost money on, and then we'll go up to the present. Does that work for you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Probably the first one for us was the business that we invested in. We haven't gotten anything back yet.
Yeah.
You know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah. So we invested in a business multiple years ago. It's got to be close to 10 years ago now.
Yeah, when we were kids.
Yeah, when we were kids. And we threw, at the time, it was a bunch of money for us, but it was very small amounts. So we threw some money at this business. It was just a family business, and they said, hey, buy some stocks in our company, and when we go public or get bought out, then your stocks will be worth way more, basically. There was no written contract. It was simply a verbal thing. You simply gave them money. I don't even know that they actually kept track of how much stock you bought. They never got bought out. They haven't made any big deals, nothing, and then they decided to move on to different things. So that was interesting, to say the least. And we haven't seen a penny back from it, and I don't think they're worth anything. So,
which is a good learning lesson to always have written contracts.
Yeah, cheap
and everything.
Cheap tuition. I think for me, my total into that was about $1,600. So not bad, but
I don't think I was up to that. It might have been like $500.
I think everybody else was $400.
400.
I was going to be 400, and then I threw an extra 2 at it, and then I went and bought more later, about $1,000 worth. So, yes, sir.
Nice.
Good little lesson.
So, moral of that story, get contracts. If you're buying into a family company, have collateral, not just your stock. Like if they want your money, get collateral to back it up and have a written contract on it. Or if it is stock, make sure that it is actually stock, and they do have the counting of it. You can see it, and they do have a plan on how to get you your money back and more.
You want to explain to them what collateral is?
Yes. So collateral is just something to back up your financial investment. So if someone says, hey, can you borrow me $50, which is essentially what a stock is you're purchasing a part of that company. However, with these big companies, like when you're buying stocks on the market, the collateral is their company. And so they produce, and you end up seeing a gain over time on that stock, and then you can sell out of your stock and gain a percentage back on your investment, plus your original principal. However, if you're investing in a company who hasn't gone public and doesn't have all that system set up, then the collateral they have is the future value of that stock. But the fact that they weren't keeping track of how much you bought, anything like that, is just there was a lot of red flags that I know now that I wouldn't be touching a similar thing in the future. But if they said, hey, we want you to invest your money in here, you will get stocks if we end up going public. But if you don't get stocks, we have this piece of machinery or this program, whatever, that has this much financial value, and that we'll sell that to cop your losses if needs be.
Yeah.
Have collateral when you're borrowing money.
Do you think gold and silver is worth it, essentially? You know what I'm asking?
Worth buying?
Yeah, but in referring to this conversation, because you're not really making any profit, but you're also not losing profit. Like, it's kind of just stagnant. So
we've been losing profit because it's stagnant.
Yeah.
So
So that would be a bad investment, kind of.
Right. So gold and silver, I've changed my perspective on that from it being an investment to it being a value hold, more or less. So gold and silver as an investment, bad idea. That's just playing the market unless you're able to run it up artificially like the Lehman Brothers. I think it was the Lehman Brothers.
Sounds right.
And run it up artificially and cash out, which is bad, and they got in a lot of financial trouble because of that. Then that gold and silver is simply a gamble. You never know what the market's going to do. The gold and silver that you buy should theoretically keep up with inflation and keep growing as inflation grows, right? And inflation always grows, so they should be holding their value over the long term. However, you've got times like the last couple of years, gold and silver didn't hardly move, and we've had inflation of record numbers. So it's just they can be artificially manipulated.
Well, if nothing else, gold and silver will never be worth zero. So there's always going to be value there.
Right,
As opposed to like a stock or something could potentially meet at zero.
Yes. I do like gold and silver as a value hold, and I think what I'm going to do instead of selling off some of my gold and silver like I wanted to do, my portfolio has grown to a point where I think I can keep that amount and just maybe add to it over the years to have a certain percentage of my portfolio in precious metals.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of my bad investments also when I was younger. So I bought silver at $50 an ounce the first time.
Fucking hell.
And it went all the way down to, I think it was $11 an ounce at one point.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, sir. But I did average down, and I bought more into it. Averaging down is essentially when you lose so much on an investment, then you can purchase more of it so that your the average cost is now lower than your initial. So that's really helpful in stocks. I wouldn't recommend playing things that way usually, because what usually happens is it becomes a black hole of your money and it just eats your money. So, but gold and silver I still love until the day I die. They've been Gucci to me. And worst case scenario, you've got physical metals that you can trade on the market.
Yeah, if it crashes.
Or you trade to someone else. Yep. Gold and silver, ammo, food, water.
Yep.
That's the essential value holds.
I would have to agree with that.
Yeah. Let's hear from some other people. What do you guys lost?
Pretty early on, we had a vending machine. Had one of those from my dad's work. They're getting rid of them.
That was fun as hell to do.
It was cool. I can't say it worked pretty darn good until people stole from it. But I don't know. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It worked. So the people stole from it, and we only had it for not very long, so it wasn't.
And the people that stole from it were too young to have moral principles under their belt, and so they're just like, "Hey, look, we can reach it. Sweet, we can grab it.
Free shit.
Yeah.
And so I don't blame them at all for it. Because I was there, I was watching it happen. I was like, that shit. At the time, I was way pissed. Now looking back, I'm like, oh, they weren't old enough to have a morality about stealing yet. Okay, you know, because those very same people nowadays wouldn't do that.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, it worked. Just now that I'm older, figure out how to not let them steal from it, or just get a newer one.
Yeah, where they can't reach up inside.
That'd be
Because it was convenient. You just left it outside.
Put some fucking spikes inside, you know. They'll only reach up once.
Zap him.
Yeah.
Electric fence in there.
Yeah, convenient though. You just every once in a while refilled it, took the cash out.
What was
Yeah.
the profit compared to how much you actually spent on refilling it?
I want to say we sold sodas for 50 cents a soda, and you get 12 for like $4. So we're making about $2 per case of soda, which isn't a ton, but we were selling
Hella
Like-
soda.
4 cases of soda a week, and when you're little, that's a lot of money.
Where did you put
Yeah.
it?
Just outside my house.
Oh,
At the
front?
5, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like,
You got
what's
all
the
those
process
kids, yeah.
of going to ask somebody to like put a vending machine in
No,
their
yeah, it
place?
was like right outside our door, just
Okay.
because we had it, and I wanted to. And then we'd buy snacks here and there, like Rice Krispies, you know, the little ones you get in the blue packages.
yeah, I
and you
remember
sell those
that.
for like 50 cents too, and then
Costco run.
yeah.
Everything you need.
It was, I mean, you didn't spend very much money, and when you're little and you're making that kind of money, you feel like you're on top of the world.
Oh,
So it
hell
was
yeah.
freaking awesome.
And it's the process of getting it and how you got it makes it cooler too.
Oh yeah, and it's
Yeah.
all you. It's 100% you figuring out what you got to do, how much to sell everything for. It's cool.
That was fun. I remember
Yeah.
going over numbers and everything.
I loved
Fun
doing
as
that.
shit. We're just writing it out on paper. I can't.
Where you at?
I'm pretty sure I threw some money at that one, but I don't
I
remember.
want to say you gave me a silver dime, and the parents were mad about it.
Why?
I think that.
I don't know.
I think so. I think I remember that.
We were, yeah, I don't know why, but
I don't know.
we were real little.
Yeah.
Mad because you gave away silver, maybe?
I don't know.
My parents weren't mad.
I think I don't know why my parents were, but
Who knows?
yeah.
I'll give you more silver. You want some?
It was fun, though. I actually really enjoyed doing that.
Yeah. And I'll let you know the whole process if I end up doing the vending machine thing up at the flight school.
Okay. Because I've actually been thinking about that lately.
Yeah, because they've got vending machines that just sit there and don't do anything, and I think I could throw one in there
Mhm.
for a couple grand and at least make my money back on it.
I've thought about it. We've got places at work that it'd probably be good. Just
Yeah.
ask to put one in.
Yeah.
We'll provide everything. You guys just got to be able to plug it in.
That would be sick. Yeah,
Right in
just-
that little room where they keep the parts.
They're upstairs in the break room, right in the corner.
Yeah, but not everybody goes upstairs.
No, but if there's soda up there, they will.
They'll probably make
That's
you pay
true.
them, though, right? Because it's competition with the food that they already sell.
They don't.
They don't
My
sell
work
food?
doesn't sell anything
When? Since when?
since forever. Gerber?
Oh, Gerber. I thought you were talking about fashion.
No.
I was like, no, I had to buy shit from fashion.
No, yeah, I bet they'd let me set it anywhere, just 'cause it's all family anyways, and worst comes to worst, they'll ask me to take care of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that'd be
Sick.
sweet. You talked about drugs a little bit before the podcast. Interested
Yeah,
about
drugs
that.
are bad. They're bad investment.
Expensive.
No, not an investment. So, but yeah, I've lost a lot of money with physical pleasure, I'd say.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that was where I lost a lot of money. I used to sell products that I will not name here, and that was a lot of fun. I can say I truly very enjoyed that a ton. That was what I did for fun, and I was pretty good at it. But I did make a lot of bad trades, and the people that you're dealing with in those situations are not moral, and they're not honest people. So you tend to lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
People stealing from you. Just recently, it was a different product, not anything illegal. But I was trying to buy something from someone and have them send it to me from California, and I just did it on Cash App. Nothing like, nothing signed, nothing like that.
Mhm.
And I sent them $700, and they just dipped on me.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
So I was like, oh, nice. Yeah.
700.
Blocked me. Won't talk to me anymore. Oh, great.
Ouch.
Won't send it back. Just like you little rat. But
Son of a biscuit.
so yeah, I lost a lot of money that way. Lost a lot of money on stocks. I'm currently in a stock called Oscar, and I believe I put about $2,000 in it, and I was trying to, see if it would go up, and it
You're
just,
trying to average down, huh?
yeah, and it tanked. It tanked so hard, and I lost half. Pretty much, I'm half down on that. Lost some money in Floki, just like $250. That just crashed, and I think it's at zero now.
Is it?
I think so. It won't even show up. Like
Oh,
the number won't
shit.
even show up on there. I should have cashed out when I had a chance.
Yeah.
It went up to like 1,500, and I was like, "Fuck." But
I think the smart thing to do, and I've noticed because people will do that and they'll hold certain investments, and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna wait and see if it goes up more," and you see people around them who have an objective opinion, and they're like, "Oh, no, that's a good point to sell," and they don't sell it, and then they end up losing their ass on it. I think for my future investments in stocks, I'm gonna have maybe a group of people where I'm like, "Okay, I've put this much in. I'm up this much. What do you guys think?" If I get more sells than buys, then I'll just be like, "Okay, cash out," because I'm way too connected to that money.
right.
I think it'd be a good idea. I've seen it happen to a lot of people actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's also the pressure from other people that are just saying, "Oh, dude, it's gonna go up. You just gotta wait. You just gotta wait."
Yeah.
and then it doesn't. And you're like,
Yep.
oh, fuck. And they're like, oh, yep, made a mistake. That's fair.
Yeah, me too, by sticking in it, huh?
Yeah. But I lost a lot of money investing in the wrong women.
Ah, that's fair.
So, yeah, a lot of losing of money.
Yeah.
It's time to gain some money,
But
put some money back in the pockets.
yeah, here at the Infinity Summit Group, when you lose money doing investing and stuff, we like to view it as tuition rather than actual loss. You're just paying to learn those lessons, and that kind of gives a better connotation. That way, you can still learn whether you win or lose.
My tuition was expensive as shit.
Yeah, mine too. Well over 10 grand.
For what? Oh, cryptos?
Between stocks, cryptos, all my bad investments over my life, I'm probably between 10 and 30 grand of tuition.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is, money can always be made. That's the good thing. It's never too late, and you only need to strike it right. Like you only need to get it right once in a lot of situations. Say like you'll fail 1,000 times, just like the light bulb thing. It's kind of cliche, but you'll fail 1,000 times. But once you get it right that one time, make you a millionaire.
As long as you can repeat it, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the people that tend to become millionaires know how to do it over and over again.
Yeah.
But there's so much money to be made out there. It's not even hard to get. It's not hard to become a millionaire.
No.
I think the billionaire mark is that's what we should be striving for. Because, yeah, millionaires everywhere.
It's just
Well,
hard
depends
to
on
know
what
the
kind of
know-how.
millionaire. Like, you got $2 million millionaire, or you got like 100 million millionaire? Because that's a huge difference.
That's true.
Well, yeah, I'm just talking like the base millionaire.
Yeah.
There's a fucking million of them out there.
To get to $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can't be that hard.
It's not a bad goal, though.
Well, it's hard enough to where I haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah. None of us in this room have, but it ain't going to stop us.
No.
It's
We're
going to
still
happen.
on it.
young.
Yeah.
Goal every year is to triple net worth. So
Nice.
it's been going good the past year or two. So if I can keep that up, then I'll be a millionaire well before 30. So yes.
That's what I want to.
That would be sick.
That would be pretty badass.
And again, that's being a millionaire doesn't necessarily mean you have $1 million in the bank, because if you have $1 million in the bank, you better be setting aside that money for a great investment. Otherwise, that money is just losing for you. And
You're talking $1 million in assets.
Yeah, I'm talking $1 million in assets or net worth.
Or net worth, okay.
But net worth is
Nebulous.
tricky.
Kinda
Net
dodgy.
worth is very tricky, because your personal residence counts for your net worth, but it's like if you're not going to use, we'll say, the equity in your primary residence, that net worth might as well be zero if that's your only net worth.
So, there's a question. Is there somewhere you can store your money to where it's not going to...
Whole life.
Well, yeah, besides that, because not everybody can get one of those.
Roth IRAs?
That it's just going to hold value.
No.
That's the thing.
That's
where
my second option.
Where can it hold value long term? No. Nowhere. The answer is no.
Gold and silver
Yeah.
is really the only place where it'll actually hold value somewhat. Other than that, you'll be losing out to inflation each and every year. Like with a Roth IRA, where you pay your taxes before and then your gains inside aren't taxed, you can invest in real estate through that. You can invest in gold and silver. You can invest in stocks. You can use that money much like a whole life insurance policy. And if you can't get a whole life insurance policy, that would be my backup go-to, is a Roth IRA. Self-directed Roth IRA.
But then you can't take your money out for a while.
Correct. It'd be a lot of years
Gold and silver.
without
That's it.
penalties. Right, yeah, that's definitely an option. If you have no other option, get some gold and silver.
Guns are pretty solid as well. They don't really go down in value.
Yeah, those
Ever.
are just so hard to sell, though.
No, but
They're hard to
They're
sell.
useful.
They're hard to sell because I get attached to them.
Yeah.
Not because they'd be hard to sell.
yeah.
They're easy to sell.
Yeah.
Easy as shit.
Oh, yeah.
How
So-
much longer do you have to wait for the whole life? Who knows?
Nobody knows.
Damn.
Fair enough.
I just kind of ruled out that option for a good long while.
For now.
Yeah,
Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
that's fair.
Very fair.
Well, I
Um,
would say my second, like besides the first business that we invested in, my second biggest like little mishap with money is Clash of Clans.
Oh, Jesus, dude.
I spent well over $2,000 on that game.
Jesus Christ.
I spent a few hundred myself.
Yeah,
I spent like $10 and thought that was too much.
it is too much until you start doing it, and you're all, oh, my card,
Oh,
accept,
it's
accept,
so
accept.
easy.
Yeah.
Gems?
So dangerous.
Yeah.
Credit cards. Oh, it's easy. I
That
don't-
wasn't
I
even
don't
on
have to
credit,
actually-
dude. That was all debit.
Well, same. Like it's a
Yeah.
card. It's
Yeah.
not like handing somebody like physical money and being like, I'm losing this money. You're just like,
Yeah,
I'll deal with that later.
Yep. It's a harsh little lesson, but
Ooh, number 2 for me. I tried to do drop shipping once. That actually was
Oh.
a lot of fun. Just didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Because I did it, and it was working, and I had spent the money to get a domain and the website and all that jazz. And I did the Facebook advertising, and I'd figured all that out. But, I mean, it was right in the middle of my mom when she had her stroke, and it just killed it. I was on my roll, and then killed it because it was 2 or 3 months of trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. And then I just couldn't get the ball rolling again because I couldn't care. It was something, and it wasn't working particularly well because I wasn't very good at it and I didn't put in the time and the effort, but I enjoyed doing it.
that'd be cool if you got back into it.
Yeah, that was
Like
like
you have time.
$200 or $300 on the website and advertising, and then I did a $500 course, and I was doing that, and I got about halfway through, and he had a lot of good information, but yeah, mom having her stroke kind of derailed everything, and I just stopped.
It's
Yeah. Be kind of hard to ask advice from her, too, after that, you know?
Yeah, and
I'm sorry. Someone had to do it.
that didn't even cross my mind.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
well, I mean, dude, if you can't joke about shit, what is there?
Oh, I agree. I thought it was hilarious.
Um,
For the listeners, she cannot speak anymore.
not
Well,
very-
she can
not
say
very
some
well.
words, right?
She
She'd
said
say
fucking
fuck.
no.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That's all that matters.
Either way, yeah,
I think
that's
those are about my biggest ones that I've done, other than like cryptos, but that's worked out so far. So
Did you make profit off the drop shipping at all?
no, nothing.
Oh,
It
you
was
guys
just
are
fun,
lost.
'cause-
how much did you spend?
Maybe $800.
Okay.
I mean, more if you
Yeah.
count that I bought a laptop to do it on. Like I bought a
That is
nicer
more.
laptop.
Yeah.
So with that, probably 1,500. But I still have that laptop, so I mean,
Nice.
it's useful still. I just don't use
Yeah.
it.
I think I lost 500. I was trying to start a little T-shirt side
Oh, yeah.
business thing. Paid like $20 a month for Adobe Illustrator. Just never used it again.
You were designing logos and stuff. Not logos, but like designs on your own shirts, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Doing it through like a third-party thing to where you just put it up and then they sell your shirt.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
haven't got any sales. They're still up there, I
Sweet.
think. But then Adobe Illustrator was like, "Oh yeah, and there's $200 cancellation fee."
Yeah.
Oh, you little bastards! You got me.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
Holy shit.
I believe it. Yeah. No, it was 200. I remember because I was just like, maybe I won't cancel it yet.
That's 10 months worth of Adobe Illustrator to cancel. That's
Good hell.
that's fucked up. I thought that canceling a gym membership was expensive.
It was.
Yeah.
Canceling your $25 a month membership's like $60.
Yeah.
Like for real.
so weird.
And they give you like a $45 fee to lock in your rate that they haven't changed for 10 years.
Yeah. And you can't like opt out of that, can you?
No.
I don't think I
They
remember.
didn't
being
even
able
give
to.
you the option. They just charged
Yeah.
you.
It's like rate lock in. Yeah. Huh.
Gym was worth it for
Smart.
me. I liked it.
I did enjoy it as well. Quite a bit.
Did you cancel yours?
No. I
Oh.
still have I lowered it all the way down to the $10 one just for the one.
Yeah.
In case I
That's
ever,
just where you have a single.
it'll only work
single
at the
gym, right?
Harriman one, yeah.
Okay.
Which I don't mind.
Yeah.
Someday I'd like to get back into it. Just a matter of finding that someday.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Me too.
So much.
I enjoyed it. Felt way better doing it. You
Oh,
know, all the
everything.
stuff that comes with being active, but
The time is now.
we started it around this time last year.
I'm not doing it again.
Not like
I hope
that.
you know.
Where we did the 3 months.
Heavy.
We had like 3 months, twice a day. That was fun.
Well, what if you did
We got gains quick.
not made it so intense? Just went like
I did. I kept it going until just right before Christmas. Once the holidays hit, I kind of stopped because
it's the holidays.
just doing stuff. Yeah, busy.
Yeah. Yeah, we got strong quick. We were able to, like, I picked up Tammy and carried her up and down the stairs, no problem. Just throw her on my shoulder or whatever.
Yeah.
Once we were done with that, it was great.
Worked well for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Fun as shit.
Probably where I lost the most money the quickest was I made some gains off of the crypto world, and then I took those gains and tried to do some leverage trading of Ethereum. And leverage trading is just bad news, generally, unless you really know what you're doing, which I didn't. I was just exploring it. I lost about 3 ETH in 2 days, which right now I don't even know what it's worth, but like it's a lot of
Around
ETH.
2K, right? Ethereum.
Yeah, yeah. At the time, I think it was like 1,200, so it was about $3,000 in 2 days.
That's tough.
Yeah, I was upset, licking my wounds. I'm like, all my profits gone. But it wasn't too bad, I guess.
Yeah.
Learned that. That was my lesson in learning not to leverage trade.
So
Good point.
what's some stuff that you guys have spent money on that you don't regret today at all?
I don't regret any of it right now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean like physical products, not just investments.
Physical
Just like-
products.
Like books, right?
I don't
Oh,
really
yeah.
have
Guns.
Don't regret my books. Don't regret my
any.
guns.
You regret your guns?
No, I don't.
Silver and
Oh,
We're
gold.
talking about things you liked.
Don't regret
Oh.
that. You know, even though it was worth less than when I bought it, but
Yeah.
yeah, don't regret it at all. It's nice having silver and gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have any regrets for what I've spent.
Don't regret this.
No,
Got myself a necklace after graduating flight school. So, which I just finished out my last hours today, so officially free.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yes, thank you.
You know, I'd say nicotine. That would be a regret that I did. First of all, ever partaking in it, and then buying it ever since then. Yeah.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
I can agree with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Nicotine's a big fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. Nothing else I regret.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? Not shit.
Nicotine.
Nicotine, yeah. Yeah, it's... Okay.
Yeah, it's expensive, but it makes you wonder if the money wasn't going to nicotine, what would it be going to? And I
Fast
think
food.
Food, yep.
right.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a good way to quit is if you want to quit something and like every time you have a craving, instead of spending it on that, spend the exact same amount on an asset.
I tried that.
Buy silver and gold instead. Something. That way you're like, oh, sick. I'm earning silver because I'm not doing this. Or, you know.
Yeah, that would be
Something like
good.
that. Because these are, $30 a bar. That's a whole ounce of silver.
Another good way
Yeah.
was people
Every couple
saying,
days.
yeah, every time you do that, or go pull out $30 in cash, and you put it, every time you want of it, $30 in cash, or whatever, how much it costs,
Yeah.
you put that aside. Then you can spend it on something bigger, or investments, or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
You know, people did that with gas stations. They'd get like a soda every day, you know?
Yeah.
But instead, they'd just put like $2 aside. $2 aside.
That's a good idea.
That would help to actually see it in cash
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
instead of just your card. You don't see anything.
That's not a bad idea.
Or
have
silver, like Noah said. Getting a
Dude, if you're
just
getting
a piece of silver every other day or something would be pretty freaking
That would
cool.
be sick. You
Ounce
should
of
have
silver a
stack.
week?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because these will last you, what, like a week or so?
No.
3 days? Okay. An ounce of silver every 3 days. You're getting 100 ounces a year. That's a lot.
That's not bad.
That's,
So-
what is that? That's like between 5 and 8 pounds of silver a year.
Yeah, that's
At current
That's good
prices,
shit.
of course.
That is good shit.
That's good shit right there.
That's 6.25 pounds.
maybe I ought to try
silver.
doing something like that. That would be cool. Every time in fast food, just
Yeah.
buy some.
$10
Mhm,
per
$10.
fast food.
It's like 15 at this point.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely be worth giving a try for like a month or two and see how you like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Depends what you're craving too. If it's like In-N-Out, it's gonna be like $8. If it's like Wendy's, it might be 12 to 15. You know,
Yeah.
You could also
put that
just
aside and just
a set amount every time you get that craving.
yeah, $10. Boom,
Mhm.
boom, boom. Because it's not a punishment, but you'll also be setting that money aside for something else, and you'll be able to get a physical asset from it.
I wonder
It's actually fucking smart.
if we would have done something like that when we did the porn and masturbation thing, if that would have been better. Instead
Oh,
of
where
paying
you-
it to the group, we paid it to buying
Ourselves.
something every time that you didn't do it.
Well, you think about it. When we pay it to the group, we bought silver with that.
Yeah, we did. I'm just saying it would have been something to get every time.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
it would have been more like consistently.
That's
Mhm.
true. Speaking of, we need to talk about what we want to do
Yeah.
with the money we have right now.
Yes. Plans on plans.
Yes.
We don't really have that many financial miscomings, do we? At least
No.
I don't
No,
because
I
I
don't.
don't really have much.
I think
I
most
think-
of my money comes from bad habits, like losing the money.
We're all pretty young, anyways.
Yeah. I
It's
think-
only been a couple years that we've actually had enough money to spend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've covered a lot of the financial mistakes and stuff, and we've already gone over a ton of positive financial things that we do in other podcasts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that's exactly. And with any of these shortcomings, of course, let us know, guys. Your questions, thoughts, concerns, comments. We want to know it all, and we want to help you out.
Share any you've had?
Please do that.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Because we can all learn from each other's mistakes and not make those same mistakes, and we can all grow together. We can get fat. We can
We can get fat.
get faster. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
we can get to that point faster where we find that one thing that can make you a millionaire. But I wanted to go back to that a little bit, in that it doesn't have to be one thing.
No, it doesn't. But
But there is going to be something, or it's just the grind to get to a million. There's two pathways. You grind to get to your millionaire status and just make smart financial decisions along the way, and or you find that one thing that'll make you a millionaire.
basically, what I was trying to say with that is, it's way easier to make. Like, your first million is gonna be your hardest,
Yes.
and after you make your first million, and a lot more doors are opened up to you.
A lot more capital,
Yeah.
generally.
Also, a lot more doors, because then you become an accredited investor,
Yep.
which is sick. And we've talked about accredited investors before. I think it's you got to make over 250,000 alone, or 350,000 jointly with your spouse, or you have $1 million net worth and above, not including your primary residence, and then all sorts of different investments open up to you,
Which
Like-
is so cool.
Yeah.
like IPOs on the stock market,
Yep.
and you can do pre-IPO stuff, which is where you get in before the people that get in before the IPO.
That's what Dad does, right?
So he's dabbled in getting in pre-IPO, meaning that's before it's released on the stock market. You can get in even before that in these companies.
Fuck. Fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Sick.
So it's pretty cool. You can get into all sorts of investments like mobile home parks and
Yeah.
different things like that. People will seek you out actively to throw money at them. It's just yes, sir.
It's Gucci.
That's the goal. Get the two goals: accredited investor status and financial freedom at or before 30 for me. And I think I can achieve both of those
It's doable.
by like 28.
That would be sick.
I think I'm working on it. Yeah, first house coming this year,
Yep.
and possibly second house if everything goes well. Then we'll go from there.
Yes.
Yeah, I did. For those of you who don't know, I withdrew all my money out of stocks because I didn't like the market, and I'm going to be throwing that towards real estate, as well as my whole life insurance policy, throwing both of those, combining them, and throwing that towards some real estate soon here. Within the next month or so. I'll keep you posted.
Dude, I think I'm gonna sell all my silver
Yeah?
and just throw it with the whole life policy. Throw all of it towards real estate. It
Yeah.
does me literally zero good.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I would go through SD Bullion. They've got an online stuff, and they claim to be the highest buyback price for your silver. They happen to be the cheapest silver you can buy out there too online. So
That'd be sweet. Sell my silver and gold.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe not the gold.
Not
That'd
the
be a
gold,
little
brother.
sad.
Not the gold.
I worked hard for that. Huh. That'd be cool.
All right.
We feel pretty good.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz.
Thanks for joining
And,
us, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
See you next time.
Peace out.
See
Bye.
ya.